It's definitely snowing now. Morning. Well, once again, the weather has changed my plans. There was quite heavy snow in the Peak District yesterday and a whole load of roads closed. And although those roads were reopened by the end of the day, the weather forecast for today was much the same. So I didn't want to risk leaving my car somewhere where it could get snowed in. This path is very steep and very muddy and very slippery. So yeah, basically due to the weather forecast, I changed my plan for today's walk. And then the forecast has changed as well, so it's not really forecasting snow on the lower ground. Maybe a little bit on the tops. So my backup route for today is Win Hill. There's nothing new today. In fact, I have even been up here in snow before, when there really was snow on the ground. That was quite a few years back. But Win Hill's quite a good one for when it is snowy, because you can drive and park up at a fairly low level, park up in Hope, and have the shelter of being in the Hope Valley, and then you can climb up onto the tops. So although there's nothing new, I do love Win Hill. In particular, I love the views. I mean, look at that, that's amazing. First trace of snow. So, up into the snow line now, above the snow line. Not that there's much left, I think it must have rained and melted it all. It's trying to do something right now, I'm not sure what. It's kind of sleety at the moment. Ahead of me is Win Hill Pike. It's usually a fair number of people who come here. You rarely get the summit to yourself. But I honestly can't tell if there's anyone up there or not today. Win Hill, of course, is known for its amazing views. Over there we got Lady Bower Reservoir, Crook Hill just over there. Of course, over there we've got Kinder Scout. Over there we've got Castleton. Down there we've got Hope. Getting some snow. It's quite wet, but it is snow. Well, it's definitely snowing now. Very wet snow. I think it'll turn to rain before too long. That's Jager's Clough. That's a good scramble, easy scramble. It's not really a path. Kinder Plateau. Loose Hill. Top still in the Clag. It's a little bit better view of Jager's Clough. The last time I did this route in the snow, probably 4 or 5 years ago, there was a lot more snow on the ground. Looking across the Vale of Edale. Loose Hill in the Clag. Back tour looking pretty spectacular, outlined in the snow. So this track here is actually a section of a Roman road. And there's been a few ghost sightings along here. Quite a few over the years, both along this stretch and also the stretch that goes across Bleaklow. I don't think there's any ghosts around today. This is Hope Cross. It's another one of the medieval waymarkers, although I think this is a replacement of the original. I'm not sure what's going on with the weather. It's turning more towards rain, I think. I've just come off the path into the woods to stop and have lunch. When I previously did this route in the snow, and there actually was quite a bit of snow, it had all kind of drifted here, and this whole section was about 2 or 3 feet deep. Top of Loose Hill has finally come into view. Yeah, it's just raining now. So I've just seen a hare. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a mountain hare, just a regular hare, but good to see. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it on video. I just turned around to close the gate and saw it scampering off. So it's fairly persistently raining now. It's pretty much melted all the snow away. I'm using these disposable hand warmers in my gloves. They're pretty good. They do take a bit of time to get warm though. Too late. I remember I had this problem last time I came this way. The sheep have just churned up the ground. It's just complete mud. This is just ridiculous. The farmer should not put that on a public footpath, because look what it's done. That path is absolutely disgraceful. So muddy. And I am just wet through. It's absolutely coming down now. This building always reminds me of the Overlook Hotel. So that's the end of the walk, back at Hope. It was an okay walk, not as much snow as I was hoping for. Very wet and muddy on the bit back, but it's probably for the best that I didn't go where I was originally planning to go today, because that does involve a river crossing, so I may have had problems there. I'm steaming.